Good afternoon, everyone. BJ Weller with you here for another episode. Oh, and let me do this. Oh, so bright, so shiny. There we go. That's better. Forgot the one in the back, but that's okay. We'll leave that go. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes, another episode of Stronghold Kingdoms. We're here on Island Warfare. It is day 345, and this is the fourth and final world we have to get caught up on the last couple of weeks here. We did USA 2 and 3 last week. We did Global Conflict yesterday, now finally Island Warfare. Been too long trying to do these every week, but unfortunately, of course, so many videos to do, so many games to play, and just not enough time to get to it all. But here we are. Island Warfare, so let's get on with it here. So what have we got going on here? Vlada de Vlergelin is attacking Pitch Monster 1. Interesting. Oh, looks like got House 11 here. See, it's been probably about a month since I did the last video. I forget exactly. So let's take a look at the world here. House 17 still in control. House 11. A lot of changes going on through here, particularly with House 11, which was formerly... Actually, don't recall formally which house we started out when. Was it House 3? I think we may have started with House 3. I'm going to have to go back and check the old videos. But anyway, the faction I was in, the house I was in. Oh, see, that's affected by the weather there. Weather, which is a fresh breeze, means that inter-island journeys will take half as long as usual. It's twice as fast there. So basically just a breaker attack going in there. Probably just to see whether they can get in there, get another foothold here. But anyway, as I was saying. So whatever house we were in previously merged with originally what was going to be House 14. Here, House 14. And then that changed to House 11. House 11 here. So Rebels, Rogues, and Renegades. The new version of the faction I am currently in. Because if you have watched the last few episodes here, I am patiently waiting. Somewhat patiently, I guess I should say. For my loyalty achievement to finish off here, which is just like on Global Conflict, I have to hit that year mark, which is 52 weeks. So, of course, when the changes were going on, I pretty much just got past the 6-month mark. So, of course, it'd be, another 6 months to finish off this achievement. I'm like, killing me here. Because at that point, I would have to start over and wait a full year in order to have this achievement done. Which, on this world, shouldn't be a problem. With as long as the glory rounds are taking. But I want to get this achievement over with, man. So we're sticking it out. We're waiting another, few weeks. We got here. Sticking it out here in the old faction, and here's a tip and trick that I have discovered here. So we have Traveler's Way and Zero Blaze helping me out here, just so we can remain in a house. You need at least a minimum of 5 people in a faction in order to join a house and remain in a house. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now we've got 4 actives. Thank you to Vasilisa. If you've been watching our Island Warfare videos here, Vasilisa has been in Lapu pretty much since I came in here. Very early on, I popped in here to Lapu Lapu. Originally, as you might recall, when we first joined, we were in the parish way up here, which I think was Pasmakinen, and then found out we had some friends and allies from USA 3 who were playing, and they were down here. So within a week or two of starting up here, when the world actually started, we were here on day one. We abandoned the village up there and came down to Lapu Lapu, and Vasilisa was here when we popped in, as were, of course, several other people at the time who have since gone away, as have all the allies we were originally going to make a faction with at that point. I don't even know. Let's see here. Managed diplomacy. Oh, heck, run from USA. From USA 2, I think. So just keeping an eye on Hekron here. Hekron has come into... he was in Davio Oriental, which is how I initially noticed him here. But had attacked us on USA 2, so we just keep an eye on him here. Hasn't been a threat since those couple of videos we did detailing the attacks. But like I said, the enemy list is just to keep an eye on list. So Raptor Eye's a friend from USA 3 here. Central, haven't heard too much from Central in quite a long time. But Central, a YouTube follower of ours who's been watching for a time. Let's get back into managed diplomacy here. But all these others, Bolt, Sir, Dylan, Peter, Pedro, Dr. Sipa, but Bolt and Sir Griffin initially were a couple of the ones we were going to form a faction with, along with King MacArthur, I think, and a couple others from USA 3. But no longer with us here, but... that being said, anyway, back here where I was going with this. So thank you to Vasilisa for joining the faction here as well. This is actually the first faction I've seen her actually join, or him. Yeah, her Countess there join. But one of the interesting things that I noticed that when the inactive leadership finally got dropped from the faction, I finally became faction general a few weeks ago. In here in the officers list, where this is where we have as an officer or the faction general, you can see the people you've invited to the faction, and also see who's applied to the faction, so you can of course accept or deny their applications. Well, fancy this, that when I had checked out the officers tab, all these people here had applications to the faction, even though they are no longer on the server. They did not get reset. They still showed up in applications. So on a lark, I just accepted their applications, and lo and behold, they became members of the faction, thereby allowing me to pop into House 12. Which is an ally of House 17, the dominant faction here. Since, as you'll see, I was starting to get scouted, since I was not in a house. Neutral parishes, or unaffiliated parishes, I should say, and villages get scouted quite often in terms of people looking for people to attack, and parishes to attack, villages to raise, ransack, and pillage. So having the colors of the house helps protect you against that a bit. So we popped in here real quick at House 12, since they had an open membership I could get right in, and it works out that they're allies of House 17, so it offers some protection here. Now, of course, after that happened, me old housemates, me old faction mates, who are now in House 11, have initiated, or I don't know how the war started, but at this point, House 11 is at war with House 17. Right now, as far as the information I've received, House 12 is sort of neutral in that war, but of course, being allies of House 17, House 12 has come under attack. Some members of House 12 have come under attack. House 11. So we're in a bit of a quandary here, since obviously I need to remain protected here, and my initial thought process here was always, once I finally got this loyalty achievement done, is to get join all my former faction mates in Renegades or Rogues and Rebels or whatever it is in Triple R, essentially. But now, with this war going on, and me still such a long ways away from being able to protect myself and do anything militarily at this point, I'm a bit of a quandary, because once I get this achievement done and I pop back in, well, I am an enemy in enemy territory at that point. And of course, staying in House 12 certainly lends me open to attack from House 11 as well. So it's a bit of a quandary. What we're going to do here over the next few weeks while we're waiting here. So I've got some decisions to make here on how to proceed in the future here. So with any luck, maybe there will be a truce and a peace before I have to make the final decision of whether I'm going to remain here in House 12 for the time being for the protection, or engage in the war if I am able by rejoining my old faction mates in House 11. But still got a few weeks to go before we reach that bridge, so a lot can change in those weeks. So right now, obviously, we're just going to stay the course in House 12. Just continue to do our ranking and researching as I am able, and just play by ear, essentially, to see what happens. But that's that. Anyway, that is the story there. We can see, already got a good look at the map. So House 5, I believe that's House 5. That might be House 15. And House 18 there has some territory, but the glory race, the last glory round was day 322, so we're at the 23 days since the last glory round, which House 17 has won. So far, House 17 has won each of the 3 glory rounds. So we've only had 3 glory rounds in nearly a year. So quite a long ways. And House 17 has always been the dominant faction for the most part. House 13 was dominating a little bit, had control of the world at one point, and we were in House 13 when that happened. So that helped. But at this point, House 11 is running neck and neck. So right now, House 11 has 336,000 plus glory points. House 17, 338,000. So only a difference of 2,000 points there, give or take. Between the two. So this is quite interesting. This glory round right here is neck and neck. So we'll see how that plays out, to see how House 11 advances here. If they can continue to grab some territory here in the heart of House 17 territory down here in the south, they can most certainly take over the lead there in the glory race. But that is the status of the war world, I guess, the islands as it is at the moment. Let's get on with our status and get some reviewing stuff here. So let's go show more reports. So let's get down here. So again, our house has been awarded glory points. I don't even remember. I guess this was House 12 at this point. Yeah, I guess it's been about 3 weeks, at least since I've been in House 12. So House 12 getting some glory points there again. Yep, Zero Blaze. So Zero Blaze joining us. So yeah, it's been over 3 weeks. Thank you, Black Wolf 1983, for sending stone. Thank you very much. It's always much appreciated. No longer have a liege lord here, so this is about when the war broke out, around about 2 weeks ago now. So I lost my liege lord there. I don't recall who it was off the top of my head at the moment. I do have a list of my liege lords and stuff which I have to update since a lot has changed on my various worlds, particularly USA 3 and here. So either somebody who was raised or somebody who abandoned the village because of the war to get a village elsewhere. Lost the liege lord. PMW 401 offered liege lordship, as did Jams here, as well as Lighting Hawk. So one of the stipulations of being at war here, see who my liege lord is here. So Lighting Hawk there. So in our same house here in Damage Incorporated, is now my liege lord there. I got Jams over here, and we have, I think this is Raptor Eyes actually. Right, this should be Raptor Eyes here, yes. Our old friend and ally from USA 3, Raptor Eyes there. So, one of the things when you are at war is you got to pay particular attention to who your liege lord is. Because having House 11 liege lords would open me up to possible attack from House 17. Because liege lords can send troops to reinforce your castle, and they can also use those troops to attack either AI or other players. So very likely with my faction mates being my liege lords here, if I had them as liege lords now, of course I lost the one I did have, they could potentially launch attacks against House 12 and House 17 from my village. And that, of course, would in all likelihood, result in retaliation against my village and my village being razed. So at this point, again, being in the heart of quote-unquote enemy territory, at this point, much better to remain neutral, remain in the somewhat neutral house, and maintain liege lords from this general area and from the neutral areas as well. And again, Raptor Eyes, I'm going to remain as liege lord to, regardless of which house, which faction I ever, because hey, we game together on USA 3. He's an ally, so somebody I trust, and we're going to remain that regardless of what happens in the future. But right now, the decisions we've made have been to hopefully ensure, to the best of my ability, the protection of my villages, as well as, of course, the protection of Travelers, Vasilisa, and Zero Blaze Net as well. But hey, that's the story there. So yes, welcome Vasilisa, very much. We've got our bonus spins from way back when, during good old the Christmas time. House relationship change. So House 12 is set enemy, House 11 an enemy, House 10. So House 10 is also an enemy. I'm not sure okay, so here's House 10 here. Just a small faction in House 10. House 10 possibly allies of House 11 then. So where were we? Oh yes, our reports. Yes, no longer have a liege lord there either. So here we go, again, necessitating, or actually this is a result. So Renault is House 11, so scouting out my parish, the parish of Lapu Lapu, to see if he can grab any gold here. Fortunately, I've been keeping gold, so Sir Renault up here. Been under interdiction pretty much the whole time that I've noticed since he's been here. But of course, you can keep your own village under interdiction and attack at will with a parish army if you are steward. The only thing you can't do, of course, is capture or raise, because you need a captain to do that, and you can only send out captains from your own village. We got one more wolf there. We've had a pig pop up, but the pig has actually not been an issue. Much smaller pig castle, much more manageable. So we're going to leave him be for the time being here. I don't think I've even scouted the pig at this point. So the snake was destroyed at some point in the last week. Let me see if that report is still up here now. Vasilisa upgrade ballista maker. So thank you, Vasilisa, for that. For continuing the upgrades. Excellent, excellent. Basically now it's just a matter of getting donations in to rank up these buildings so we can delete them. So where are we at here, ballista makers? So we can throw down 9 ballista towers now. I think 10 is the limit. So we're getting there, we're getting there. We'll be able to delete that soon, which will be nice. In time, building up statues just to use up gold and flags until I can get around to ranking up some, ranking up those buildings there. We now have everything here all maxed out. So we've deleted them, and we're still maintaining the 110% building bonuses. These all took food, so as you can see, food down here. Food as donations, as do these here. So food, the easiest resource to donate. All these things here take the building resources, which makes it tougher to donate. We've got the apples maxed out, as the cheese, apples and cheese maxed out. We have not even placed any of these others yet. Just because, you know, we've got Castellan's house that takes those resources, and I don't think we have anything else, do we? Peasants takes the resources. I'll have to upgrade that, but of course we need all this stuff to build up and defend our castle, so it's a lot harder to donate that stuff. And again, all the honor good productions take the resources, so what we're going to end up doing is getting through this stuff first before we get into anything else. Architect's Guild upgraded. Stables at some point I want to place. That's upgraded, so we're in pretty good shape here. And everything else takes the weaponry, so I'm here. I guess I can make some donations here. Yeah, let's upgrade the pole turners for now. I guess that would be the easiest. So where are we at here? Cheese, we can donate 500. Apples, how far away are we? 12,000, so we'll go 4,000. Barthios, 4123. Cheese, 500. And by lane, 4123. Cheese, 500. Send. Alright, so what we got left here? We've got 1750, so that's a little over 500 per village. It's about 750, so we'll go 500 from one, and that was loud. 500 from one and 1,000 from each of the others, I guess, huh? Just to you know, ensure we get a full pack of donation here. Oops, I did that wrong. Alright, that's alright. Alright, we upgraded the Pole Turners Guild. It's not the way I wanted to do it, but it's done with now. Alright, so where are we at here? Stash foraged. Thank you, we foraged. Reforaged. Pigs attack stop by diplomacy, good. We got siege camp here. Pigs attack stop by diplomacy. Enemy attack stopped by diplomacy, so we'll have to go through that. Next, enemy probes. 2 days ago, enemy attack stopped by diplomacy. 1 day ago. Enemy launches attack, so this here is the attack from 19 hours ago. Enemy probes, enemy launches. We attacked a wolf lair. Oh, that's a big guy there. Oh yes, this is the one we attacked in Vasilisa. Went into my hey here or something, so she's steward, so helping her out by attacking some of the AI. So that was a big wolf lair there I got rid of for her. And the pig has launched against us, against Balasar. I guess we should go in here and see what we can repair and rebuild here. Okay, so let's throw this down. Confirm that, thank you. Let's repair by lane. Confirm that. Balasar doesn't need any repairs. Anything I got rebuilt? I don't think so. No. Okay, so we're good there. All right. Let's get back in here. The minor wolf lair here that we usually take care of in Lapu. All right, so pig attacks here. Let's take a look at this here. So pillage. So much more manageable than the previous pigs castles we've had in Lapu. Fortunately, not suffering the lag issues today that I was suffering from yesterday, so I think our little network issues work themselves out. Boom. So that's nice and good. So again, a lot more manageable, so we're going to leave this thing be until, of course, somebody else destroys it. So 5 hours ago, the enemy, so again, diplomacy worked against 2 of our villages, so we've only had 1 village that was that came under attack there, which was Bylane. Take a look at the old siege camp attack here. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So this was all 3 villages were able to stop by diplomacy. So again, I just keep 1 report from each attack just to see how many attacks were getting hit by these siege camps. And of course, to see when the penultimate attack may be. So what are we getting here? So the enemy arrived 3 days ago. Probed a day after. So basically a little less than 1 attack per day, or a little more than 1 attack per day, I guess I should say. So we attacked a bandit camp way back when, so let's take a look at this battle. Will help. Nice and simple. Let's see. Parish attacks a wolf lair. No problems there. Let's go look at this big wolf lair we attacked here. See how that turned out here. Lionheart, hello, hello. Thank you for popping into the stream. Have a nice night. Ah, thank you. You as well. Twitch chat is working. Sometimes it gets a little finicky with me and doesn't actually work, but hey, thank you, Lionheart. It worked today. It's not too bad. We killed a lot of wolves. Well, it's still almost half our pikemen, but hey. Hey, Lionheart, thank you very much. And look, my overlay actually worked. Excellent. Haha. Something's working every now and again. Thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. It is much appreciated. Oh my god, with the monk chant. There we go. Thank you. Monk chant sets off the YouTube red flags, even though it's actual chant itself is I think public domain. There's a particular guy who seems to have claimed it for himself because he stole it for some songs or some music he did, and with absolutely no relation to the music here in Stronghold. But better to just not even have to worry about going through all the rigmarole with that nonsense. So good, nice big wolf flare. Boom. So snake attacks, pig attacks, pig attacks. Be text up by diplomacy, so we're good there. Alright, we got a couple of attacks on our parishes here, which we will see shortly. We'll save them for the end. Let's take a look at some more of these. Let's take a look at the snake attacks, which, oh yes, raising me here. Not sad the snake is gone. Yeah, there's no way I was stopping this one, huh? It's nice. It seems everything is working well tonight. Knock on wood, working well today. Twitch chat's working well, it seems. My Stream Pro overlays finally working nicely. So we're getting a little bit more professional here. Fancy that. Fancy that indeed. And yes, the ransack, you bloody snake, you. And I think this is another one, yes, against Barthios. So at this point, the snakes, or the pig's castle, I should say, that has spawned in Lapu Lapu, this most recent one. What diplomacy hasn't stopped, we've been able to stop with each of our villages. And I haven't actually reviewed all the attacks because it has, just trying to minimize how many reports I actually have to go through here for the videos. I don't know if it's actually sent out, I'm sure it's sent out ransacks, but we've actually been able to stop those ransacks. So as you can see, even the pig's castle, the pig is a worse AI than the snake, but this was a much larger snake's castle, so many more troops going out after us. It makes it tough to stop the ransacks, to where, as you can see from the pig's attacks, much smaller. We got a better shot of even stopping ransacks, so very good there. So it's much more manageable pig's castle there, as I keep saying, I think. So yeah, so we haven't had any problems at all. So this is a pillage. Stopping this pig here, so I like that. So there's actually quite a few troops here. More so than the last one we looked at. So this might have been the older pig's castle. Actually, no, this should be the pig's castle, because this came in after the snake, didn't it? Excellent. So again, it's Balasar now. Pillage. So I saved basically an attack against each village just to review for the video here today. The normal speed here is it doesn't even seem we're lagging that much, so good. Guess it helps that I'm not doing a local recording at the same time because I can just export from Twitch to YouTube, which we'll be doing as soon as we wrap things up here. Alright. Excellent. So good. That's see, this last one should be against Bylane, right? So this was also a pillage. Guess I should have at least reviewed to see what each of all these attacks were sent out against, just to see how many ransacks it may or may not be sending out against me. I'll have to remember. I guess I'll have to do that. That way I can at least review a couple of the ransacks and see how close we're actually getting to either losing or how well we are winning against him or defending ourselves against these ransacks. Oops, so easy peasy. Beautiful cover girl. Oh. Alright, so what we got left here? So, alright, do proves. Okay, just, yeah, alright, just these two things here. Just Maddox here. Again, a gold rate here. Minimal gold, really. These are essentially just probing raids. As you can see, just a quick raid. Probably like well, took 500 gold, so it's like a 10% raid. Again, as you may have seen from some of our other videos in the past to where we've done gold raids ourselves, you send out a 10% raid and you can use that as a judgment to see how much gold is actually in the parish and if it's actually worth doing a full 50% gold raid against. So generally speaking, you don't want to do a full 50% raid against a well-defended parish such as ours, unless you can get 100,000 or so gold from that parish. And then Sir Renault, he scouted, so he knew exactly where to come in. Again, a very quick 10% raid there. Boo-doo-doom, so that takes care of those. No need to worry about that. Good. That reviews everything. We 4 minutes away from pig attacking us, so we'll take a look at that one. Maybe that could potentially be a ransack. We do have another wolf lair here to hit. meantime, let me go in here, see if there's anything I want to build here. Let's see, Baelisars, we're pretty good in Baelisar at this point. Do I need max out on army right now? Aha, Barthios. We could use some troops in Barthios, our most recent village here. We'll take, do I need one there? Nope, okay. So we're good on food, popularity we're good on, taxes we're good on. So good. Enough ale, we're good there. Food, we're good. I don't think I've researched any honor. Nope. How are we? Alright, so the only thing we are not building right now, I think, is swords, which we don't have enough wood for that. How much, what's our wood production? Eee. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm so low on wood because I threw down another ballista here. That's why. Okay. So we still got 7 ballistic towers we could potentially build here. You know what I do need? I do need some iron, so let's send some iron. Which I got iron production in both Baelisar and Bylane. So we'll send some iron, Baelisar, and from Bylane here. And while we're in Bylane, let's see here, I don't think there's anything. Do eventually want to move this. One of those things where I'm going to have to lay down a premium token on probably each of my worlds at this point. And move some stuff around here because I want to throw the churches and that kind of stuff up here and move our ale production down here, make it a little bit more effective. But I'm pretty sure I've got some premium tokens here. Yeah, I got quite a few here I can partake of. So some point, future video that. In the meantime, we do have some research to do here. I did rank up after my video for global conflict yesterday. I did come back into here and rank up. And got some research down, but I did the wrong research because I forgot I had already researched theology here, so I could get interdiction opened up for myself here, or at least get to the point where I can open up Eucharist. And instead I ended up yesterday throwing in pilgrimage to speed our monks up. So I ended up ranking up and throwing the first point into pilgrimage to get pilgrimage straightened out here. But now what we're going to do with the next 2 points is do longbow and pike to continue to strengthen ourselves up militarily. So we'll start with longbow. Pike and longbow will be 6 points apiece. Boom. Final save. So we gotta wait 5.5 hours. Again, premium token, I'd be able to get both in. So what I do have to do, I have to go back to the global conflict and throw a point into theology. I think I've got 4 points available there. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. That way we're still, research-wise, we're still identical between global conflict and, alright, we stopped that attack, no issue, and island warfare here. Alright, well, that takes care of that in the meantime. Not going to wait around 5.5 hours for the next point here for this video. No, sorry, we're just not going to do it, my friends. Don't want to bore you to tears with that. So we attacked the wolf flare here. Just lost the peak of a man. Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. Let's pop into here. 498, so it's 2 pikemen we need. Everything's all repaired and resituated here. I don't think there's really any more building I could do here. Without deleting stuff, I got 3 more ballista towers I could lay down. But I really don't have room for them unless I start deleting stuff here. At this point, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in here, so that does help. We got enough space here for another turret, so we're gonna have to at some point rank up turrets so we can throw 1 more down there. Oh, it's pretty much as defended as we can be here without, you know, throwing out more troops. Do I have? Yeah, see, I even got room for 1 more guardhouse. Can I throw that there? I don't think I've got enough room. Turret's a little bit smaller, yeah. So it is what it is there. Don't think there's anything else I really can build at this point. So at some point, I guess it's kind of tough now because I can throw down 1 more. Oh, I don't have enough room. I thought I had enough room here for a guild. 1 more guild hall, so I don't. Alright, so looks like we're going to be doing statues for a while here. I know I did want to do before we end it here. Violin is maxed out here, so it's just Venusaur maxed out, so it's just building up our army here in Barthios. In the meantime, alright, let's end this. Let's take a look at this pig attack here. Should we defend it against, what was it, another pillage? Okay. Almost an hour for this episode. I did not quite expect that. Ran right over my peasants. I gotta upgrade my peasantry too to upgrade hit points for my tunnelers. Pardon me. Almost done. Almost done it is. I do have to repair Barthios. Alright. Piggy attack. Goodbye, thank you. Good sent from BJ. Well, they're good. And we can get some killing pits repairs here. So let's repair that. Okay, we did repair it. There we go. Okay. Good, alright. All our killing pits up in order. Good. Alright, excellent. That shall be that. Is there anything else? We already attacked that guy. Army back. Can I reach him? Let's see. I think he's out of honor range. Yep. All right, that'll be that. So thank you for watching, everyone. Thank you for popping in today, Lionheart. And again, thank you for the follow. It is much appreciated. I don't know when I'll actually be back on this channel here, BJ Weiler, on Twitch. Like I said, this coming week's going to be tough for me for streaming. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stream at all this coming week. I think, but I will be on later tonight on my Real Millennium Group Twitch, which you can see coming through right there. So we'll be on later today. Hope I'm going to try maybe to get 2 episodes in of some adventure series. I'm definitely going to do the Elonian adventures later on tonight. So stay tuned for that. Keep an eye out on our Twitter and Kittens Live. For when I announce I'm going live with that. Maybe back in, within the next hour or so on Real Millennium Group, see if I can do Adventures of the Pandaren in World of Warcraft, but we don't know. It depends on how real life acts in the next couple of hours here. You can definitely catch me, however, on Sunday night on the Extra Life for Kids Twitch channel, which I don't think I have listed here, but it is underneath the live stream window. I have a link to Extra Life for Kids, the Twitch channel there. Also, if you're watching this as a recording, it's in the description of the video there. So that's every Sunday night from 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time on Extra Life for Kids. Even though I'm not doing an Extra Life specific fundraising video here, any donations to Extra Life, to my page, Extra Life 20, we're already starting for 2017. So the donation, again, my participant page, down below the you can see the banner below the live stream window, as well as a link in the description of the recordings of this. But again, I will be doing the original Stronghold that inspired Stronghold Kingdoms right here, this coming Sunday night, 9 to 11 p.m. Eastern Time. Not sure whether I'm going to run through the economic campaign. I'm probably going to run through the military campaign for a couple of hours. My spot, I'll be 9 to 11, so maybe run through the see how far I can get through the military storyline / campaign for Stronghold Sunday night. But that's up to this point for the next week. That's the only definite time I will be streaming on the Extra Life, and that'll be on the Extra Life for Kids Twitch channel. And again, I will be back at least once tonight on Real Millennium Group on Twitch. But other than that, not really sure. It just depends on how real life goes this coming week. But for certain, I will return the week after for more gaming goodness. So thank you, everyone. Once again, thank you, Lionheart. And BJ Weller saying, until next time, I will see you all in game. Have a good night, everyone.